What's going on, y'all? This is Antoine, aka the Bigfella. Sunday afternoon. I know this is the start of this weekend's vlog. Haven't really been doing much this weekend, just relaxing. Today is a pretty nice day, so we decided to get outside and do some stuff. Mainly put this tent up here, to practice, to get ready for our camping trips. This is what we're going to be using, save some money on fishing to 50 at stand places, stay at a camping site as opposed to a hotel, and just hit the water, get our true dose of the great outdoors with this thing. But the purpose of today's video is I wanted to show my top 5 favorite fishing moments, and we'll go ahead and roll into some of those clips here shortly. Before we get into these clips, I just wanted to apologize in advance. The software that I'm using is Bandicam. It's great software, but it's making some of the clips that I'm trying to record kind of glitchy, so I want to apologize for that. But let's go ahead and dive right into the very first one. It's the first time I've ever caught a fish off of a frog, and it was a pretty nice fish. Check it out.
Crunchy chicken tail. No monster, huh? There you go. Woo! Fight me. Yep. God damn, the big yard, man. I got you. Oh shit, man, boy. Oh, you wait. Yes, sir. You're going home with us. Hooked him. Hooked him. Frog. Frog.
Needless to say, I keep a couple of those frogs in my tackle box now. I can't wait for the lily pads to grow back so I can start using them again. Now, this second clip was the time I went to one of the lakes on AP Hill, and I was just throwing around a Wacky Rig. It was a black yum dinger with a blue tip, and a nice sized fish came and just smashed it. Check it out.
I got whopper plopper title and all that good junk, but trying to make my way over here slowly to the stump, not stump, lay down. See if I can catch a fish over here. Man, what are you? I think this is a nice fish right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get in here. Check out this bass, y'all. Ow.
Alright, Baller, you're not doing what I want. You're about to be fired.
Ow, 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 don't bite me.
Oh, I thought I had it. No, I did it too soon. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, got one.
Check out this bass. Please have a scale. Oh, my scale is at home.
Look, I got me a little baby.
Nice. Brother-in-law got a fish.
That's what I'm talking about. Got me a little baby.
Oh, I gotta plug the camera back in before it dies.
Oh, man. Holy cow, yeah, we got this spot right here, boy.
We done doubled up on them boys.
I'm trying to tell you, look. Got me a little one off a worm. Don't bite me, bud. Let me take the hook out. Ah, stop it. I can't be.
I'm not really sure why I got away from the Wacky Rig. I mean, I've caught some decent fish off of that. And I guess it's because I'm always trying different stuff, getting the hang of using different baits and stuff. But I'm going to start tying that back on there because I definitely have caught some decent fish off of it. This next clip that we're about to dive into comes from my Fishing the 50 Maryland video. And I was working a chatterbait near some standing timber, and I caught a pretty nice sized fish. Check it out.
There it is. There's my first Maryland fish, y'all.
What is that?
It's a bass.
Oh.
There he is. Look, Gabby.
Look, Daddy.
Look at Daddy's fish.
Go see it. Oh, man.
There he is. Maryland checked off.
That one's memorable for me because I remember the struggle of trying to catch that fish. My wife had caught a pickerel earlier in the day, and my daughter had caught one of those little green sunfish. And I was the only one with a goose egg in the boat, and it was getting towards the end of the day when we were trying to leave. And you know, I started working at chatterbait near that timber, and that fish hit it. And it's memorable for that reason, and because I was able to check off another state on this side fishing the 50. But the next clip is going to be medium fella. He's going to be fishing in the front of my boat, and he's going to hook into a very strange fish. Very first time I've actually seen one live. Here, check it out.
Come on, fight him. Fight with him. What you got? Yo, you got. Keep on fighting him.
What is it?
Bring it over this way.
It hurts.
That is, what is that? That's a fin.
I want to say I almost lost a finger trying to get that fish in the boat, because it looked like a bass at first until it did one of those numbers and like try to dive back in the water, and I saw the tail, and the tail looked different. And so, you know, grabbed the line, raised it up, and saw that it was a bowfin, because they have teeth. Don't want to try to lift that thing with all the teeth that they have. So that was definitely memorable for me. This last clip is memorable for me is because it's the first time I've ever been on the West Coast. We went to the state of Washington to visit some friends, and that was the very first state I did for fishing the 50, and I caught a couple of nice little trout. That was my first time catching trout. It was just a lot of firsts for me, so that's why this one's memorable. Here, check it out.
Look, you guys, it's my first Washington fish. It looks like a trout.
You still gonna eat the thing?
I probably won't eat it. He's a little too small.
I'll eat it.
Gavin, look.
Yeah, but I definitely got to say those are some of my most memorable moments. I have more, but I only wanted to do 5 for this video. Before I end this video, a subscriber of mine by the name of Jason sent me a picture of his nephew who caught a golden rainbow trout. Here, take a look at this picture. I'll tell you, I've never even seen a fish like that, and I just love the little young ones out there fishing, you know, having a good time. That's why I'm always out here preaching, get your dose of the great outdoors, and I try to get my kids out there on the water as much as possible. But if you guys have any other pictures that you would like to see in my videos, definitely send them to me at bigfellaoutdoors@gmail.com, or send them to me in a message on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, and I'll put them in my videos for you. Also, remember my 500 subscriber contest is still going on, so if you haven't joined into that yet, definitely hop over to that video and be in there for a chance to win some free fish and stuff. Next weekend we're going to try to get back out on the water, start doing some more videos. Just not sure where we're going yet, so I'm going to be planning that out this week. But that is going to do it for this episode of Big Fella Outdoors. Be sure to tune into the next episode where you can catch me outside doing what I love most, getting my dose of the great outdoors. Be sure to get y'all's too. I'll see y'all next weekend.